His career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be... Hate is a word we don't use a lot around WWE because there's a certain amount of respect between most competitors. But there is no other word I can use to describe what CM Punk and Drew McIntyre have for each other.
These two have vowed to destroy each other, to end each other's careers here at Hell in a Cell.
The final match in an epic trilogy. I don't know if either of them is going to be able to survive tonight. This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre has taken him to that place. And it's the devil Punk needs to tap into if he wants to walk out of the Hell in a Cell.
Oh, stiff uppercut.
Back into the ring now. Beautiful neckbreaker after the float over.
That was pretty. We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in the structure? U.S. guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels had the longest ever Hell in a Cell match in over 47 minutes. The Punk and McIntyre go longer than that tonight. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling. You got to figure.
Flying possum! Shoulders down!
Shoulders up. Able to get that shoulder up so quickly. What a statement.
It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. And CM Punk had no business being back in WWE. The company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre. Sliding into the ring now.
Ooh, hitting him with that wrench. Boom! Oh, so much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
Literally throwing a wrench into the works here.
Come on, this has gone way too far. Just stop this already.
Using the chair with no caution at all.
And now McIntyre is being neutralized.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saint, and he's paying for it now.
This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
Propping him up in the corner.
Counter. He knew just what to do. Lift it up. What's next? Big time escape right there. Bang, right in the face.
Getting him in place, but for what?
Ooh. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Yeah, Punk able to completely neutralize McIntyre.
McIntyre reversing the momentum.
Drew weathered the storm and wants to create some of his own thunder now. Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure. McIntyre gets met with a response. And here he is, heading back into the ring. Neckbreaker! to the top turnbuckle.
From the top.
Oh, the high risk gave no reward there.
Caught with a clothesline. He's going up.
Lift off. Double axe handle connects.
CM Punk has been going to that place, has been letting the devil out.
McIntyre counters with power. And he's into the pin. Punk powers out, still going strong.
He was prepared for this. He knew this match would go the distance.
Zagiri turns the tide.
Being carried around now. GTS connects.
Isn't enough for Punk?
Oh, turns the handle into a projectile and nails it.
And McIntyre on the receiving end again.
Punk is determined right now.
Ooh, a crushing blow from that sledgehammer.
Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here. Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of boots.
Hit on CM Punk. He kicks out with force.
How on earth did that happen?
Beautiful. Over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure.
Oh, looking like Patches O'Houlihan out here. Down on the ground, getting pummeled by that hammer.
Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
Letting out every ounce of frustration.
CM Punk in full control. There's the left. GTS. The lights are dimming for McIntyre.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Retrieving a wrench from underneath the ring.
And this one's taken to the outside.
Oh, that'll rattle you.
And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs.
We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a fight. This has been an out-and-out brawl.
And Punk making his way back to the ring. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Uh-oh. Bringing out some furniture. Looking to go big.
Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world. No doubt about it.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
And he locks in a perfectly applied sharp. One last gasp effort, and that'll do it. Ooh, one step ahead there. And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his opponent. CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the...
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Puts him up. Coming down on the chair.
Landing on that chair might have just rearranged some body parts.
Well, start the count. We know exactly what McIntyre's aiming for. Does McIntyre cap this off?
Makes a cover. And a kick out. What on earth?
Simply unreal. Potentially inhuman. Kicking out at one. How on earth?
And now McIntyre's at a loss as his mind races to rethink his attack. Catches the leg. A dragon screw.
Game changer.
Thunderous applause for these competitors.
A wave of sound coming from every corner, and these superstars are more than deserving of it.
Oh, stiff wrench shot.
Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks. Reversal. He saw that coming.
Solid bit of defense on his part there. Oh, man.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Drew's getting cut off at the knees at every turn.
Bam! Just beat down with that wrench.
Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here. Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense.
McIntyre must be getting phased by this attack.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Punk. McIntyre a step ahead there. Oh, smacked with the wrench. And he's able to avoid that offense.
This could be it for the 3 count. And he only stays down for a 1 count.
His resiliency on another level. This match on another level. I am truly at a loss for words here.
Not looking good in this position.
Watch this display of power. Gorilla press.
A gorilla press right into the side of the saddle. And he comes in under the ropes now. Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
Remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective. And all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what the sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
Were the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS
such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have.
A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, they really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight.
CM Punk looking to show off his power game now. Butterfly backbreaker.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently when the Scottish Warrior stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. If Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off, it could give him the mental advantage tonight. When you're Seth Rollins, you've got to try to keep the emotions in check. Focus on the task at hand, and that's taking out CM Punk.
Yeah, but Punk's not afraid to play mind games. If Punk sees an opening to set Rollins off, to take Rollins' eye off the ball, he's going to take it. Rollins simply cannot, under any circumstances, take the bait in this match.
Getting the cover here, eye in the end.
And a shoulder in the air.
He's not letting anyone get away with a lazy pin.
Oh, kick right to the back.
Damaging the arm. And now he's taking a breather on the outside. Clearly, he's feeling a little overwhelmed at the moment.
He's got a mind to count out rules as he heads ringside.
And going amongst the crowd now.
But remember, countouts are active in this match.
This crowd absolutely getting their money's worth tonight.
Big elbow. Quick thinking right there.
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match.
And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rock. Yeah.
makes the pin. This might be it. Punk powers down, still going strong.
The referee did not even make it to a 1 count before he powered out on...
Wrestling him down. It's cinched in. Looking to free the arm and does just that. Punk crafting an attack. Sit-out pile driver.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Gone to sleep.
That's going to keep Rollins down.
And Punk clearly ready for a fight here.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
Gone to sleep.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
And right away to the pin. 2. Oh my, that was close.
Seth Rollins has never been known to lay down and hand out victories to anyone.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count. Seth shoulders down. Does he have it? Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between 2 men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins.
Oh, these two are dropping bombs. No surrender. No mercy.
Talk about a hot start. These two aren't looking.
Looks like, yes, he's forced to tap out. No other choice. Now let's look back at that amazing action.
Here is your winner, the Samoan.
Emotions running high. These two don't want to wait to get going.
And that's exactly what I want to see. Oh, look at this.
Has to submit. Valiant effort, but couldn't hold on any longer.
How about another look at some of the highlights?
Here is your winner, the Samoan.
This is the one type of match where any and all rules go out the window.
Well, there's a reason they named a premium live event after this type of match, Cole. The type of mayhem in an Extreme Rules match deserves the biggest possible stage. Side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
While we can enjoy a technical masterclass here as the Indian Deathlock is applied, their opponent is not enjoying this at all. Taking this to the floor.
Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
He's channeling some hardcore legends, grabbing that kendo stick.
Oh, that was a stiff shot with that kendo stick. Here we go again. Stacks headed ringside.
Able to avoid that one.
We might need to...
Camel clutch locked in.
There's nowhere to go, and he's giving up.
Returning back to the ring.
And here goes Jacob Fott. That's it.
The submission was just too much to handle. We've got some time to take another look at some of the highlights from that one.
Here is your winner, the Samoan win.
Dropping the gloves right away. We got a hockey fight on our hands. Starting things off like a line brawl.
Wait a minute, Jacob Fatu to tap out. Tap out. Let's take another look at these guys
Here's
getting
your
after
winner,
it.
Oh, baby. The heaving zone. Jab. They're separated now, but you best.
And here goes Jacob Fott. And that's it. It's over.
Let's look back on the action from the last match.
Here is your winner, the
Oh, no. Not waiting a second.
Coming out the blocks hot, man. Gotta keep the pressure on.
Yeah, I don't...
Uh-oh. Bats.
And there you have it. It's all over. Extreme Rules is not for the faint of heart, as you can see in these highlights.
Here is your winner,
Here we go, starting things off like a couple of old school heavy hitters.
Starting things off with a goal. Uh-oh. Bad spot here.
Oh, can't take anymore. He's tapping out.
Now let's take a look back at some of the great action.
here is your winner, the Samoan win.
The fists are flying, and this crowd is hot.
Well, they don't call it Extreme Rules for nothing, guys. Let's take another look.
Here is your winner, the Samoan Werewolf, K.o.b.e.
Blind Fury taking the wheel. These two are seeing red.
Okay, they got it out of their system. And look at this now. Bad intent. He gives in and taps out. Let's take another look at these guys in action.
Here is your winner, the Samoan Werewolf, K.o.b.e.
That submission hold certainly looked excruciating. No wonder it ended the match.
Truly, this was about as one-sided a match as it gets. Wow.
And going right for it.
That might have already changed.
Uh-oh. Camel clutch locked in.
Well, they don't call it Extreme Rules for nothing, guys. Let's take another look.
Here is your winner, the Samoan Werewolf, K.o.b.e.
And that was an emphatic victory by tap out.
The win is always extra sweet when you force your opponent to submit.
Oh, just fired out like a cannon.
Striking first, always. Uh-oh.
Camel clutch! Tapping out!
Well, they don't call it Extreme Rules for nothing, guys. Let's take another look.
Here is your winner, the Samoan Werewolf, K.o.b.e.
And victorious Jacob Fatu stands tall.
Getting right into this dust-up. I give no quarter, and I ask for none in return.
Starting off toted.
And here we
He gives in and taps out. These gentlemen get after it. Here are the highlights.
Here is your winner, the Samoan Werewolf, K.o.b.e.
Stats getting hit with the loss here.
There was no hope of escape there. The tap out was inevitable.
There's the bell, and chaos is near as this Extreme Rules match is underway.
So much damage and destruction in Extreme Rules. There's really no telling how far these competitors are willing to push the limits of the human body.
Kick to the gut. Sent to the ropes. Launched up high into the pop-up powerbomb. Expected the unexpected. Absolutely zoned in from the start.
Refusing to be caught off guard. Certainly scouted the opposition. Fist drop.
He wants this fight on the outside.
Stack seems to be checking the apron for something here.
Retrieving a bag from underneath the ring. Let the guessing games begin.
Pin, shoulders are down.
But is it enough?
And he manages to kick out at one.
He clearly has no intention of staying down.
Quick evasion from him there.
Looks like, yes, Stack, he's forced to tap out. No other choice. Well, they don't call it Extreme Rules for nothing, guys. Let's take another look.
The Samoan.
Basically anything. And it's Wyatt going for submission now.
Wow, the power and the tolerance of pain has been reached. Tapping out in agony.
These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another look.
Here is your winner, Bray.
taking the quick out.
Could be nap time. There it is, tapping them.
And here's another glance at these superstars in action.
Tremendous reflexes.
Strap in, everyone. Extreme Rules are now in effect.
And you have to expect these superstars to take advantage of that fact right away. Why mess around? Why waste time? This is Extreme Rules, so use them.
Saw it coming and took complete advantage.
Taking the wheel before we hold on. This could be pivotal. Poirier slapping on.
Tapped out.
Here's a few clips from the last match for us.
Here is your winner.
Oh my, caught them off guard. He could be looking for a submission here.
Working that hold. We have a tap out.
A lot of action in that match. Let's have a look.
Here is your winner.
There's the bell. And chaos is near. As this...
What's coming here? Submission move being applied. Looking to lock it in.
And tapping out. Doesn't want to fight this pain anymore.
Here's another quick look at some of the highlights.
Here is your winner.
And going right for it.
Oh no, submission coming here. Sabin might be in trouble. Has to submit. Valiant effort, but couldn't hold on any longer.
These guys feel no love for each other. Here's another look.